Kuzampala, Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this 201 session, online session, Embassy of India, Thimphu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchuk Cultural Center, yoga teacher, I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My sincere praise to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. So coming to the recitation, this recitation also actually from Hatha Yoga Pradipika. It is saying that importance of the Hatha Yoga in regarding meditations and further practices. Hatam vina Raja Yogo, Raja Yogam vina Hataha na siddhyati tato yugma va nishpattehe samabhyaset. Means without fitness from the from the body side, from the physical side, so we cannot really focus the mind towards the other goals in the meditations. So if we want to stay stable in the meditation, our physical body should be cooperate and should be supported. So one should always try, has to learn this kind of Hatha Yoga, asana practices and breathing exercises and internal cleaning techniques called kriyas and mudras and somewhat other practices also to get rid of the many diseases and disorders in the physical level as well as mental level. Then after that, if once we will reach that kind of a state, then only pratyahar means alternative food for the mind, what we are really taking meditations and concentrations and mantra chanting, and these are somewhat alternative food for the mind, pratyahar. Then after that, further attempts called dharana and dhyana samadhi. Dharana means intense practice, intense concentration on the almighty things. Then after that, coming to dhyana meditations, and after that nirvana or samadhi. So here in this regard, again just I'm requesting all, so whatever you can do Hatha Yoga practices, that will be really beneficial in the physical level and mental level. And coming to general applications for the COVID, so whenever you are going outside, please try to follow safe physical distancing and always cover your face with the masks and facial covers. When you are get back to the homes, please wash them properly and do not touch currency or don't touch papers by adding the saliva. So don't count them with the saliva. Then whenever you are going to the outside, so do not touch surfaces and always try to carry hand sanitizers to wash your hands thoroughly. And coming to hygiene, respiratory hygiene, use Anutaila and Shadbindu Taila, two Ayurvedic preparations, oils, just add them into the nostrils for mucus imbalance. If these are not available, you can add cow ghee also inside the nostrils, one drop morning and one drop in the evening. That's what we call Nasya Chikitsa. In Ayurveda, we have lots of importance for the Nasya Chikitsa because it has direct connectivity to the central nervous system. And coming to gargling, by adding estimadu powder or tripala powder or plain salt through to clean the throat, as well as coming to the mouth pulling, oil pulling or water pulling, you can use coconut oil, mustard oil or sesame oil or plain water to clean the mouth, as well as in a day at least 3 to 4 times just go for brushing also to the teeth. And don't depend on the only carbohydrate diets. Please take more other diets like A vitamin and D vitamin and zinc based diets also, which are abundantly available in the local green fresh vegetables and fruits and vegetables. Also it is available in the mushrooms and milk products. And coming to cloves therapy, cloves plus honey, so for the to get rid of the dry cough, you can use these special practices morning ones and evening ones by adding in the milk or in the adding in the water. And coming to 6 to 8 hours of sleep required if you are more active in the sports or games or office works, or if you are more active in front of the screens, systems and mobiles, 1 more hour required, especially in the afternoons before your lunch hour, what we call power nap or yoga nidra or nidra yoga. And morning exercises and evening exercises also give you some positive changes and results in the physical level, especially in the digestion and blood circulation and activeness of the body. And in the home, all we have generally we are using turmeric, garlic, ginger, ilachi and cloves and hing, asafoetida and cinnamon and coriander leaves and coriander powder and rock salt and local chawanprash and local cordyceps and local shilajit. All these are important home remedies, so please add them in your diets to get rid of the many diseases and disorders. Also these will create good sleep also, especially I am coming to golden milk preparation for immunity rising as well as for good sleep, and coming to kadachai also very good in management of immunity. So those preparations are very easy. Morning and evening you can choose these practices. So here in this week, as we know that we are seeing some of the practices for the better skin, especially blemishes or pigmentation, especially on the facial structures. So when you have this kind of issues, do not apply strong lotions, don't apply strong medicines, and do not apply strong cosmetics, as well as do not apply like strong soaps also. Please always try to care about your skin by using like organic products. So we have very simple Ayurvedic remedies. So very simple exercise, take local butter and local honey. Local butter 10 grams, local honey 10 grams. Just try to apply on the skin after mixing a paste. Then here like 2 to 3 hours leave that paste and solution, then again wash the face, again apply. So in a day just 5 to 6 times you can apply this solution. Very simple and very effective solution to smoothen your skin as well as to get rid of these marks very easily, but it will take time, at least 1 month time. And coming to next exercise, especially badam powder and milk. It's not local badam. Local badam, what we call as a groundnut, that is not actually badam. Take actually badam and take a powder from that. And badam powder plus milk, again try to grind properly and mix as a paste and apply on that affected areas of the skin. Especially I'm talking about badam milk, especially that special seeds will be available in the market. Take that seeds and soak in the water, then after that grind like a paste. So the badam powder plus plain milk, so apply as a paste on that. Now next preparation is like banyan tree, ficus tree tender leaves. Ficus tree tender leaves, take the tender leaves, like it is available all the seasons, especially in the February and March it is available. Take that tender leaves, again make a paste, and like you can add milk in that. Now again try to prepare a paste and apply on the skin. This is also very simple and effective drug, like a natural drug for your skin complexion and to get rid of these marks and scars. And coming to next exercise, like a Bombax savia, it is a like a Malabar silk cotton tree. Malabar silk cotton tree, it's a very big tree. It's like like it will grow like 100 feet to 200 feet. So take that needles, take the spines of that tree, and again take that paste and like grind them properly with adding milk. Then after that apply that paste on that skin. Very simple and effective practice, this Bambox savia needles plus milk. And especially coming to banyan tree leaves and Bengal gram also. Banyan tree leaves paste and Bengal gram seeds powder or paste. Again this application also very useful application, especially for like skin management, for facial skin management. So along with these practices, please remember our stress levels, depression levels and fear levels. Then after that some of the like pregnancy issues, post-pregnancy issues, and some of the medicines also can cause these marks and this kind of pigmentation. Please remember, we have to be care about all these factors. But when you are in stress, do not go for overeating or oversleeping. Just try to go for some of the practices which will make you active, like yoga or music or mantra chanting or towards the temples or anything. Just choose any kind of these positive applications to make yourself positive. So when we are meeting tomorrow at the same place with the same topic, we will see still more applications in the Ayurveda to get rid of the same skin marks on the skin. So let's join to the yoga class now. And alright, coming to the sun salutations. Sun salutations is our regular practices. So here, when you have this kind of skin complaints, do not do any kind of exercises under the strong sunshine. So like it will give some negative effects on the skin. Okay, coming to the sun salutations, take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. So while doing these practices, so one should be always like if they will try mantra chanting, that will be add some more positive changes in the body, but that's depend on your belief system. Okay, coming to the mantra chanting and sloka and bijakshara, take a long deep inhalation and exhalation with arms up, and pranamasana above to the head called Kailasha Mudra, and from there slowly bring the Pranamasana down at your chest level called Anahata Pranamasana. Take a deep slow inhalation, exhalation, and Sloka and Bijakshara and Mantra Sadhan. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tatvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drustaye. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Hraum Raha Mitra Ravisurya Bhanu Kagapusna Hiranya Garbhamaricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. And stretch your both the arms forward, lift your both the arms up, Hasta Uttanasana. Once slightly put a back bend at the Chandrasana or at the Chakrasana. Here also once pull up and here keep the body straight. For coming to standing forward bending posture. So when you have lower back issues or neck issues or blood pressure or heart issues, avoid forward bends while in your regular activity also. But here complete Padahastasana. Then try to put your head also inside. Then here right leg is your back leg called Asva Sanchalanasana. Here also do not crunch your back, do not hunch your spine. Completely push your body forward and down. Lift your chin up throughout the practice. Stretch your throat level and press your neck. But when you have knee issues or ankle issues, avoid this practice or take easiest way of doing. And now keep your back leg straight on the toes and lift your knee against the gravity and slowly join your forward leg to back leg called Dandasana or Santulanasana. Then few seconds stay here. And coming to Ashtanga Namaskarasana, your knees and toes must come to the ground, and coming to the chest also down towards the floor, and here chin or forehead also towards the floor and two palms. Then here coming to next exercise, Bhujangasana, Cobra posture. Lift the body up like a lifted head cobra and lift your chin. Few seconds stay here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Keep your head straight. Another way of forward bending posture, so take care when you have any issues. So try to keep your toes on the floor, lift your knees up and push your head completely inside like a structure of capital A. And right leg is your forward leg called Asva Sanchalanasana. Again few seconds stay here, push your body forward, lift your chin up and back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up against the gravity. Join your back leg to the forward leg called Padahastasana. Again another forward bending, and lift your arms and body up, Hasta Uttanasana or Sarir Uttanasana. Once lift the body up, pull yourself up, and from there keep your body as a back bend called Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Then keep your body straight, Pranamasana above to the head. Then slowly bring your Pranamasana at your chest, and here inhalation, lift your arms. Then slowly exhalation, wide your hands, and then slowly come back towards the normal. Alright, keep your legs wide, lock your hands back, and few seconds long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalations. And right, today's our practices will be on the chair, which can be easiest practices. Like according to your body weight, choose like 2 chairs or 1 chair enough. Okay. Alright, so these are very simple exercises. So today we have one is Malasana, squat, deep squat posture. After that we will do simple inverted posture. What I have been mentioning in our yoga class, that every day evening, especially in the evenings, all should we do like one inverted posture. That will be very simple. That can be applicable on the chair also. Okay, coming to the simple exercises now, just lift the chin up, inhalation, and exhalation, slowly come back. Then these exercises will be very like simple exercises for as a warm up for the next exercises. 2, then slowly come back. Last count 3 up, and then slowly come straight down, relaxations. Then here keep the head straight towards the right side, just towards your left side. Just go for your simple preparations, and 2, 3 and 4, then slowly come back. Now after that towards your right side, left side, just move your head as it turns. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, then very slowly come back. Okay, relaxation. Now coming to the actually posture called Malasana or squat posture. So try to put your hands on the handles or on the chair's bottom. So here keep your both the legs bit wide according to your convenience and like compatibility. Then after that push your body completely forward, lift your heels up and completely give a squat throughout the practice. Press your abdomen and stay here. Very simple exercise for the pelvic stretch and for the thigh pressing as well as like shoulder squeezing, and this is very simple exercise for the neck also. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, then slowly come back, relaxation. But when you have knee issues, use kneecaps and do or try to avoid these practices. Okay, long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. Here the same Malasana with the single leg, but this next two exercises will be more beneficial for the abdominal organs. So here keep your left leg like put in between of your sitting position. Now after that fold your other leg as a half lotus posture, but see your folded leg heel should reach your lower abdominal region. Then after that try to keep your both the hands on the chair. Then once like check your convenience, check your dress and check your mat. Then here also I am doing the same practice, a deep squat with the single leg, but here pressing of the abdomen also available now. And watch and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then slowly come back, relaxations, enough. Then again few seconds, resting the arms, resting the legs. And please remember these two exercises will be deep squeezing techniques of the knee and ankle, but when you have issues avoid the practice. Now alternate leg as a half lotus, then try to like press your lower abdominal region with the folded leg heel. Then after that put your both the hands on the handle or on the chair's bottom according to your convenience. Then here completely push your body forward and try to press your abdomen and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then slowly come back and release the posture and very slowly rest your legs and relaxation. Just take a long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Once rest your shoulders, clockwise and anti-clockwise moves. And after that we have one simple back bending. Slightly come forward on the chair's forward edge. Lock your chair's backrest on the top or at the middle. Then turn your both the elbows back and expand your chest, lift your head up. Again few seconds relax in this posture. So this back bending posture will be applicable while in your offices also. When you feel that physical stress, immediately do these simple exercises by keeping your hands back and lock your chair and push yourself back and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 relaxations, enough, come back. Alright, take a long deep inhalations and exhalations. And now we are doing simple Uttana Padasana while using chair's help. So here this is very simple exercise. First set your chair properly, then after that try to sleep on the mat. Just long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. Alright, now keep your both the hands and legs together and fold your two legs, and this is itself called as Stambhasana, pillar posture. So when you have lower back issues, especially in your sleeping time, do not immediately stretch your legs and don't go for sleep. And first fold your legs like in this posture called Stambhasana and few seconds wait in this posture. Then after that you can sleep. But here our posture is Uttana Padasana. Now here keep your right leg on the chair and few seconds stay here. This is itself a posture called Uttana Padasana. Eka Pada Uttana Padasana. And few seconds stay. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then very slowly come back. So according to your time, you can choose more time also to do this simple posture. Then alternate leg on the chair. Again few seconds stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then very slowly come back, relaxation. So seems it's very simple and very easy. Then try to keep your two legs on the chair and stay here as per your relaxing time. And 1, 2, 3. So especially in this posture or like Uttana Padasana, so these kind of simple inverted postures are very simple postures to get rid of the varicose veins issues are some of the issues which will be arised from the calf region and the heels. And here, after your convenient time, please be here in this posture. Then very slowly keep your legs out. Then take relax in this simple Stambhasana. Again, long, deep inhalation and exhalation. Alright, coming to last two postures. So using the same technique, using the same chair and Uttanapadasana variation called bridge posture. So try to keep your right leg on the chair, but try to properly fold your left leg, keep your feet on the floor. Then try to add your hands on the floor for more support. Then try to lift your hips up. Then throughout the practice, keep push the body up, and with the arm support, with the elbow support, keep lift the body up and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and very slowly come back. Ekapada Uttanapadasana and Ekapada like bridge posture called Setu Bandhasana. Then here, fold the leg. Again, few seconds resting. Long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. Then opposite side, same exercise. Keep your other leg on the chair, and the next leg must be folded, and keep your feet on the floor. And try to put your two hands on the floor. Then here also check your convenience before lifting your hips. Then here try to lift your hips up until your above back. Still keep push your body up with the arm support. You can turn your elbows inside for more pushing up and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That very slowly relaxation. So initially I'm doing only 5 seconds to 10 seconds. So maybe beginners can use these simple practices. Once you are getting into the practices, you can choose more time to be inside, to be in the posture. Then here try to put your two legs on the chair. Then same bridge posture, Setu Bandhasana, while using the chair. So here first check your chair convenience and your convenience, and try to keep your both the hands on the floor. So here you can wide your legs, or you can keep your legs together, so it doesn't matter what is the distance between your legs. Now here try to lift your body up and use the same technique. Try to lift your body as max as possible up. Here if you still possible, try to turn your shoulders to lift the body up. Still if you possible, you can put your two hands under the hips to lift the spine more up and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then very slowly leave your one hand and second hand, and slowly keep your trunk down towards the floor. Then soon after that, palms also on the floor, and few seconds rest in this simple Uttanapadasana, lifted leg posture. Then after that, slowly leave your one leg out, then second leg out. Then after that, slowly open your one leg and second leg, right. Few seconds rest your body in corpse posture or Shavasana. Long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalations. Then right, soon after that, try to keep your both the legs and hands together towards your right side or left side. Turn the body and use the same side hand as a pillow under the head. The remaining arm should come placed on the floor in front of the chest. Fold your two legs, so with use of like hands and legs. Then try to lift the body and get up and sit down. Alright, coming to the practices of breathing, pranayam. So please remember, while using these simple props, sticks or chairs, especially in the homes or offices, try to take care of yourself and your dress, and especially the electrical and electronic appliances in that doing place. Alright, so take a long deep inhalation, exhalation. So here pranayam, after practices, when you have time, you can choose small break, or you can drink sip of water also before adding pranayamas into your practices. Okay, today my posture is so lotus. So like I can sit on the chair also, but especially I'm choosing this posture, but so that you can choose any convenient comfortable posture, or you can sit on your chairs also. Okay, long deep inhalation, exhalation. Right, coming to pranayam sloka and pranayam mantra. So when you have your traditional beliefs, so you can choose this mantra chanting, or you can choose only physical practices. ॐ केशवाय स्वाहा, ॐ माधवाय स्वाहा, ॐ नारायणाय स्वाहा, ॐ अद्य समाधि तत्फलसिद्ध्यर्थम् आसनपूर्वकान् प्राणायामादीन् करिष्ये। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Then slowly keep your hands down, and for this sloka, meaning of this sloka is yoga practices, physical practices or kriyas or pranayam or concentration meditation practices. Purpose is not only for the physical health and material wealth. So purpose is to reach the spiritual upliftment. For that purpose, one have to be very care about the physical body and the mind, as well as social health and spiritual health. So we have to be carefully choose proper parts of the yoga, proper way of doing. And here, in this week, we are doing Ujjayi Pranayam and Kapalabhati. So Kapalabhati, as you know, that sharp exhalations, slow inhalations. And Ujjayi Pranayam is a pranayam that should make sound while inhalation. That inhalation air should hit the walls of the nose and it should create a sound of baby snoring. Then while breathing out, that's without any sound, we can simply breathe out. So initially it's look like a regular breathe in and breathe out, but when you properly put your ears inside the practices, so that you can hear the sound of the breathe in, that special, that tight voice, the tight noise of the sound. Okay, coming to the sloka, what it actually mentioned in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, especially Kapalabhati, Bastrava Loha Karasya Racha Purav Sasambhramau Kapalabhatir Vikyata Kapadosha Visoshani. So whatever phlegm or mucus related errors inside the body, that will be nullified or that will be calmed down through this simple Kapalabhati practices. And coming to Ujjayi Swasa or Ujjayi Pranayam, called one way of psychic breath, it is saying that Slashma Dosha Haram Kante Dehanala Vivardhanam Nadi Jalodhara Dhatu Kata Dosha Vinasanam. It is also saying that especially phlegm deposits which will be happen around the throat level, that can be totally nullified because of this Ujjayi Pranayam. Also it is saying that especially metabolic activities will be uplifted, because this Ujjayi Pranayam has direct connection towards the thyroid and parathyroid glands. So if once thyroxine and parathyroxine will be able to secrete more in a proper way, then there will be no issue of the metabolic activities. So here Dehanala Vivardhanam means it's a active and healthy metabolic activities as well as immunity also. Okay, coming to the practices, very simple practices. Keep your position straight. And Kapalabhati is a practices, sharp exhalations, slow inhalations. And now coming to the practices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then again deep slow inhalation and complete breathe out. So when you have heart elements or blood pressure issues or any throwing sensations or throwing issues related to vertigo or cervical region, do not immediately take these practices or take it very slow or avoid the practices. And now second spell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then again long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. And third, last spell, the same exercise, Kapalabhati towards 30th count. Then starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again deep inhalation and completely slowly breathe out. Then after Kapalabhati, again short break. So here also you can choose a sip of water for drinking. Then after that, coming to pranayam, Ujjayi Pranayam. So here no need to open the mouth or no need to close the nostrils with the fingers. So be like a statue while sitting. Then here with slow inhalation by making the baby snoring sound that should be generated in the throat level. Then slowly breathe out. Again second count, still slow down your breathe in to make that baby snoring sound. Then very slowly breathe out. While inhalation, slightly contract your throat, so that sound automatically will come. And third inhalation, then slowly completely breathe out. Fourth inhalation, and completely slowly breathe out. Fifth last inhalation. Again slowly completely breathe out. Right, after finishing your practices, pranayam practices, again you can choose some more time to do dharana practices if you know well, or you can choose Trataka Abhyas as concentration practices. Then after finishing your dharana exercises and concentration practices or mantra sadhan or these chantings, and please prepare some more time to take full relaxation through the yoga nidra or through the power nap. And after once you finish your total practices and take out 10 minutes, 15 minutes time to take bath and further 5 minutes time to take breakfast, that time will be depend on how you are doing. And in the afternoon before your lunch hour, try to please learn and see all possibilities how to do a power nap while sitting on the chairs, because it can be performed while sleeping as well as while sitting also. For especially this kind of yoga nidra in the afternoon or power naps in the afternoon, that will regenerate the body and the mind, that will give you more focus on the upcoming works, means we can the productivity will be improved from us. Then coming to the evening practices, after once you finish your office works and house works and sports games work, before your dinner time, take at least 20 minutes time to half an hour time to do this simple self yoga exercises, and include back bending exercise, as well as include inverted postures, simple inverted postures, as well as include some of the breathing exercises also. While coming to the diet, do not depend on the only carbohydrates diet. Please try to compose in good way with good local vegetables and fruits and vegetables like minerals and vitamins and proteins and fats. And please remember, walking alone will not give you any health benefits. So if once your walking will be benefit if once it will be a post meal walk, means after breakfast and after lunch and after dinner, walkings are so beneficial. But when you want go for walking in the early mornings, try to compose some other exercise also along with the walking, so that will be give more good results in the immunity level or as well as in the physical level. And we are at the end of this session. Tomorrow, when we are meeting here at the same place with the same topic in Ayurveda and as well as yoga, we will see still more applications in Ayurveda for the same skin complexion. In yoga also we have good exercises. And thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.